Hello friends and welcome again. Now in this video, I will talk about how you should go about answering the interview question, which is why do you want this job, or why do you want this role, or why do you want to join this organization? Now this is not a typical P&G question. When I say a typical P&G question, what I mean is this does not relate to any of the peak performance factors. I've made separate videos on peak performance factors and what kind of questions you should expect under the peak performance factors for the interviewer to evaluate you on those peak performance factors. However, this is a very standard question that you should be expecting to receive in a P&G interview, or for that matter, in any interview. So the question is, why is the interviewer asking this question? There could be two reasons primarily, and they can be related as well. One is sheer curiosity, which is why are you leaving your current role, current job? What makes you so interested about this role or Procter & Gamble, just out of curiosity. And second is just to gauge your passion, your commitment to the organization. As I always say, and I've made a point around this as well, that I would rather, as an interview, as a hiring manager, hire someone who is passionate as against someone who is very high on skills but not passionate. Because I can teach you any skill. I can teach you NPV, accounting, marketing, sales. But what I cannot teach you, or what is very difficult to teach, is how to be passionate, how to have the right attitude when you come at your workplace. Now, given there is no right or wrong answer, you can choose to simply give any answer to this question, or you can use this opportunity to sell your skills, your capabilities, and how you are a best fit for the role and for the organization. And hence that is the focus of this particular video, where I'll talk about what should be the right answer, especially the right answer for you, and how you should go about using that answer to sell your skills and sell yourself to be the right fit for the organization. Now guys, one call out before we move forward. In case you find any value from this video, I have two asks for you. One, press the like button as this keeps you motivated. Second, press the subscribe button along with the bell icon so you get notified as soon as I put new content on this channel. Now, just a stat, 76% of you who view my videos on the channel do not subscribe. So I really appreciate if you can do this favor, which is subscribe and check out all other content that I post on this channel. Other than that, if you want to support me in making similar content and unbiased content like this, you can do so on my Patreon page. I will leave the link to my Patreon page in the description of this video. Now let's get rolling back onto the video. So what I will do in this video, I will share with you a couple of approaches that you can make use of in order to address this question. Or you can use a combination of those approaches in your particular answer. What you need to determine also while going through those approaches is that what is closest to you, what is your motivation, which approach do you relate to most? Because the more real is the answer, the better. Now here I would like to stress one point, which is you just don't need to give an answer with regards to why you're joining Procter & Gamble. Rather, it can be an answer related to the role as well, or maybe both, why that role or why Procter & Gamble. And second, which is a watch out, make sure that you keep your answer very short and concise. The longer the answer, the more elements you will have to share and talk more about the question, and you may end up going into a space or an area where you don't want to go, which may start probing questions from the interviewer. You don't want all that. You just want to address this question in a very simple, concise way, make a point, and just move to the next question or to the meat of the interview. Now here I would like to make another call out as well. In case you're interested in having a one-to-one mock or training or coaching session with me for Procter & Gamble interview or any other interview for that matter, you can book that using the link that I will leave in the description of this video. In case you are wondering what the session would look like, well, I have a recorded session as well where I'm coaching and mentoring one of the candidates who have applied for Procter & Gamble. You can check out that video here and have an idea as to what you should expect in this session. Now let's get rolling back into the video. Now first approach is related to the organization. For this, what you need to do is you need to research about the organization, which is you need to research about P&G, and you need to determine what are the core values or core things regarding which P&G takes pride or P&Gers take pride. And here the key things are the products, the mission, and the values. So either you talk something related to the products, your passion for the products and how you like the products, which I would personally argue not to do it, because P&G products are mass distributed products. They are not very specialized product. For instance, I work for the Lego group, which makes Lego toys. Now Lego is a very specialized, very famous brand with regards to having strong equity, and it's a love mark. So when you talk about why you want to join Lego, it is very easy to say it's because of the Lego brand and the Lego toys. But with regards to PNG products, given its mass distributed products and there is no love mark around it, it may not be the best of the responses. So the second one is around the mission of the company, which is touching and improving lives. This is where you can certainly talk about how you've experienced something with regards to PNG coming in your city, in your country, and touching and improving lives. Could be a campaign that they ran, could be some donation that they did, or could be any philanthropic work that they did in your area, and how did you admire them doing those things and exercising those philanthropic activities. And hence you really want to be part of an organization which is so much caring about the humanity and about philanthropy. So that could be one. Or it could also be how the mission calls about giving the best quality products to their customers, and you can talk about that as well. So mission is another piece which PNG holds very dear and near to them and takes a lot of pride. Even the interviewer would be taking a lot of pride. The PNGers generally take a lot of pride in it. And the third thing, which is very important and very, very important that PNGers take pride in, is the values, which is that the company is very ethical, very moral. So you can talk about that as well. You want to join a company which is high on ethical and moral standards, and hence you would want to be part of the team which values morals and fair play to the highest standards. So these are the three things, which is product, the mission, and the values, which PNGers hold dear to them, near to them, and you can use them as a reason why you want to join the organization. Now, second is talking about how strong of a fit you are for the particular role that they're hiring for. For this, what you need to do is go through the job description, understand what they're looking for, and make sure that 90% of the stuff on your resume reflects what they're looking for. So for instance, if they're looking for a search marketing manager and all your experience historically is in search marketing manager, you can use that case to make a point, which is that you have a lot of experience in search marketing. This is the role which is kind of fit for the experience you have, and you believe you can add a lot of value. Now, while you say this, you also need to talk about how this will help you. While this is all about you helping the organization, but then why are you joining this organization if there is nothing for you to gain? So here what you can do is that I've done similar roles, but in a smaller capacity with smaller teams, with smaller budgets, and PNG or joining this role would allow me to do or make use of my skills on a bigger scale with bigger budgets and bigger team and bigger responsibility, which would be a learning opportunity for me. So this way, what you're saying is, you understand what the job description is requiring, you know the work, you have the experience. However, now you're joining Procter & Gamble to apply that experience, but in a different and a bigger capacity, which will also give learning opportunity to you. So it's kind of a give and take. This way, it will be a positive response because the interviewer will be like, okay, I understand. They want to join because they know they can add value, but also they know they can gain value. So that would be a good answer, which is talking about how good of a fit you are. Now, last but not the least, and my favorite one, is using this question as an opportunity to sell yourself. So as we did kind of in the previous approach as well, where you are using your experience to sell yourself as being the right person for the role. However, for PNG, you also need to bear in mind that PNG is not just hiring you for that particular role. They know once they hire you in the organization, they will keep rotating you after every 2-3 years, which means even if you talk about this role being your dream role, they know that you won't be in this role for another 3 years or more than 3 years. And eventually you will be moving. So you need to give them a bigger sell that you're not just joining the organization for the role, rather you're joining the organization for the sake that it is PNG, it is the organization you want to join. And hence I would strongly recommend, even if that means that you do a copy paste of what I'm about to share, just do it, because this will really help you throw this question and hit it out of the park. Now in this approach, you need to play on your desire for personal and professional growth. Why the desire for personal and professional growth? Because you want the interviewer to believe that you are someone who's hardworking, who's ambitious, who's here to grow and develop themselves, because they would like to hire someone who would give in their utmost effort in the role, in the job, because they want to do their best. And the reason they want to do their best is because they want to grow and develop. So if you can convince the interviewer that you are here or you're joining this organization because you have desire to grow professionally and personally, they would want to hire this individual, because they know for you to grow and develop, you need to put in the hard work, and they're looking for that hard work and smart work coming from you, and hence they would hire that individual. Now, how do you convince them that you are that individual who is all about developing themselves professionally and personally and growing? Here you say that PNG, as you know, as you've read, is not just an organization where you come in and you work and you earn your salary. Rather, it is an institute or university that develops leaders. And how do you know that? Is because most of the organizations in United States have their leadership coming from Procter & Gamble, which is they were Procter & Gamble alumni. So that kind of gives you an angle or an reason to believe that PNG develops leaders, not just for the company itself, but also for the organizations outside of Procter & Gamble. So you would want to join a company that will develop you as a leader for Procter & Gamble and for years to come, even outside Procter & Gamble. And hence this would be kind of a proof that you are into developing yourself, into growing yourself, into becoming a leader. And that is the kind of individual they want to hire, which is an individual who would be eager, enthusiastic, passionate to learn, grow, develop, and become a leader. And hence, just to use this data point, that PNG is an institute, it's a university which develops leaders, and hence I would want to be part of such an organization which will help me grow and develop in my career, in my life as well. Thank you for watching this video. In case you found this video helpful, I'm sure you'll find another video helpful on my channel where I talk about how you should go about addressing the question that is introduce yourself. It is a very standard common question in interviews. You can check out that video here. Other than that, there is another video where I talk about reverse interview questions, like when the interviewer says, do you have any questions for me? What are the kind of questions you should be asking? You can check out that video here. Thank you.